a little antsy, but he doesn't want to go to bed yet, and I still want to stream, so I thought, okay, well, I'm going to come back on and we'll play some music and stuff. Maybe I'll play some videos. I saw Lix was on the last video. Hello, if you're back. I'm not sure if you're back. One of my friends from Twitch. Hello to my friends on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We are live streaming simulcast on the Raven Shimmer Show. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Sending out lots of love vibes. I've been really sick and I've been feeling really, really not well, and just pushed myself to shoot out some videos of Jameson and his birthday. He just turned 14, my son, and I felt a bit like, what is it, Cthulhu? I always say it wrong. And then all the birthday love that he was receiving lifted me, and there were so many sweet comments on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, different places. So I feel lifted enough to do a stream and pass along the good vibes that were given to me and Jameson and my family. There's a train in the background, making tracks to new destinations. I'm going to turn on some music and then make sure that my stream is up successfully in all 3 locations. Yay, it looks like we're up on all 3 platforms. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Sometimes I don't get notifications from Facebook, I think, through here, but it's supposed to be streaming all my notifications through OBS Live and Stream Elements, and then I use Restream to send out to different platforms at the same time. It's pretty exciting. I turned the music down, hopefully that worked, so you guys can hear me. Love you lots and lots and lots. Got the birthday balloons behind us. We got my son's puppet and plushie friends. We're having a virtual birthday party here.
I need to back to show.
Between the internet and our plushie and puppet friends. Getting creative.
director's chair.
Ooh, my son is sitting in a chair and he said he's in the director's chair.
I'm the new director.
He's the new director. Good job, Jameson. Leaving the light on. I like to make havens where we can unwind and feel loved for who we are and leave our worries at the door. And if we have worries that need worked out, we can love and accept them in each other, help each other through it, climb up the mountains, and no shade, nothing but love. There's so much stress and hardship in the world. It's nice to have our little sanctuaries. So I was on Facebook doing groups for a good part of a decade. I also, before that, was on cafemom.com. Used to have one of the most active groups on that website. And met many beautiful souls along the way. And then lately, I've been pushing myself to try a lot of different platforms and apps and try all these fandangled new apps. Even on TikTok now, woohoo! Go where the people are. That's what brought me to Facebook. That's the funny thing is, it took me years to finally get on Facebook and finally, you know, dive in on the digital age and all that. And then now Facebook's like where I'm more comfortable and the world's moving along and there's all these new places to go, and so here I am pushing up again to do new things. Hey Pupper. My Pupper's talking to me. Hey Pupper, you want to come say hello and be in the video? Come here. Come here. Come this way. Come here. Yes, yes, so good. This is Ahsoka. Yes, hello. Boxer girl. Careful, Jameson, the webcam's right there.
Right?
We're still getting used to our setup. I have the webcam in the front room and we keep forgetting it's there. Almost knocking into it.
It's Director Jameson.
Director Jameson. That's right. Here, Pupper, you can climb up on me. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. She's a cuddle bug. She's a light worker dog. She's got nothing but love and hugs. She likes, if you'll let her climb up and give you a hug with her front leg, she will. She is a sweetie and a cuddler. Such a cuddler. She's always got to be on you.
Yeah, part of that, right?
And we have her mama, Princess Leia. Jameson, you're in the camera again.
In here.
We're just hanging out family style. that feeling of vibing up from connecting with others. Feel your beautiful energies. And it lifts me. I'm gonna mute the mic for a moment. Let the music play. watching. Feel free to shout out and chat and I'll respond. I love you. Go ahead and throw up a video by AKA Lynn, find some rainbow hair or something fun to watch for a little bit. AKA Aislinn is on YouTube. She does hair amazingly, and I'm actually going to play a video with her doing Halloween makeup, but you can see her cool hair too.
My favorite thing about my Squarespace is seeing all of my pieces together.
Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a Halloween look for you guys. In one of my previous videos, I did this Halloween makeup look, and several of you guys asked if I could do a tutorial and a makeup video on it. So of course, I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. So to prime my eyes, I just use my Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade Fair. And for today's eyeshadow, I'm going to be using my Spoiled Cosmetics Oh Abby palette. I'm only going to be using a couple shades in here. For the most part, I'm going to be using my neon pigments, which I've used so many times in past videos. They are from Makeup or Murder. I have a coupon code for Makeup or Murder and for Spoiled Cosmetics. I'll leave a link to both of their websites and my coupon code in the description down below. Both of those companies are small indie brands, and I love supporting them, and their products are so great. So definitely check them out if you're looking for new makeup. I'm starting off with the purple neon pigment, and basically I'm just going to pack this on my eye first. With neon pigments, I found what works best is packing the pigment on first and then blending it out. But making sure you get the pigment like packed on there and set in place is like the most important part. And I'm just gonna do the exact same thing to the other eye. So once I have that done, it's gonna look patchy, it's gonna look insane. And then I'm gonna go in with some of these purple shades right here and blend everything out a little bit more. So I'll go in with the lighter lavender shade and put this on top and blend this out. I would recommend waiting to do your foundation and like your base makeup until after you do your eyeshadow. Anytime you're using like neon pigments, you're gonna get a lot of fallout. So I always wait to do my base makeup last. So I'm gonna start to connect everything and kind of blend it out. Right now there's a little bit of a disconnect between the light purple and the dark purple. So I'm just gonna go in with both shades and kind of build it up and blend those two colors together. Whenever I start to go in with darker colors, I like to switch to a smaller brush so that way I can be pretty precise with where I'm putting it. So I'm going in with a very dark purple shade and I'm just gonna start packing it on. If you're not used to using neon pigments or you struggle and they're hard to use, I would just recommend using regular eyeshadow because you can get the same look by just using regular eyeshadow and not having to worry about using neon pigments. When I first tried neon pigments and I started using them, I struggled for a very long time with like how to make them work the best they can, and it just takes time and practice. So if you're not used to using them or you just don't want to use them, you can always just use regular eyeshadow. So I love the way that that's deepening up. It's looking really good. We're gonna go ahead and deepen up the other eye. I want the purple shade to be even darker and very rich and deep. So I'm gonna go in with this black shade in the corner and just start deepening that up. When I go to pick up the black, I also like to dip my brush in the purple and kind of combine the two. So that way it's not just black on here. I'm picking up black, picking up purple on my brush, and that way it's a good combination of the two and I'm not just placing a dark black on my eye. And again, I just like to place this in my crease and blend everything out. And once I get this black shade placed, I'll go in with just the purple shade and just smoke that out a little bit more. Now we're gonna cut my crease. If you haven't seen my previous makeup video, I teach you guys an easy hack on how to cut your crease. That's how I learned. So I'm just gonna tell you guys again in case you didn't see that video. I go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer again, and I take this very small brush and I just take the concealer and put it on my eyelid as if it were eyeliner. So I'm just gonna put it right here. Then I'm gonna look up and it'll automatically start cutting your crease for you. If you have a spot where it didn't like transfer, you can just put some more concealer on that area and then look up again and it'll start carving that out more for you. Then I just take the small brush and fill everything in with concealer. So once I have both of the areas filled in with concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and place the color I want there.
This is Filmora 9, the easy-to-use, drag-and-dropping, multi-track, screen recording, social sharing video editor. Get the color
there, and in this case we're going to do neon green. If you are not used to neon pigments or you opt out of using them and you'd rather use eyeshadow instead, I would at least use the neon green pigments for this part because you're going to get the most vibrant neon green payoff. I'm just taking a flat brush, dipping into my pigment, and it's really important to press it on. Don't start like smearing it because you're gonna get it very patchy, especially when you're putting it on top of concealer. So just press it on to start and press it on as many areas as you can. I know it's gonna be hard to get in some of these crevices, but I'll go back and get those later. Just press it on the main part of your lid. So I'm going back in with that super tiny brush that we used to cut the crease earlier. I just wiped it off. I'm just gonna pick up some of this green pigment and I'm gonna place it on the small areas where I couldn't get before with the larger brush. So I'm just gonna put it like along my crease right here. I just wiped off that same super small brush and I'm gonna go in with the black shade and I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of that purple. And this is optional, you don't have to do this. I like to go in and deepen where I've cut my crease at, so that way it makes the neon green pop a little bit more, and I think it just adds a little bit of sharpness to the look. I just go in with a super small, precise brush, and I'm just going to basically carve out where I've cut my crease at, and just place it along that crease. It just darkens it up a little bit and makes it stand out a little bit more. I feel like there's such a huge difference between this side now in this side. Just adding that little bit of depth right along there just adds so much to the look, and I really prefer it like this versus just kind of all one color. Ah, that looks so much better. I love that. So now we're gonna connect the purple into the green. Basically, all I do is grab the purple, grab the black, and just blend it inwards, and just kind of placing it on the outer edge here. And then I'm gonna start bringing it in a little bit more. I like to angle mine going outward so that way it draws the eye out. What you can also do is go back in with that green shade and kind of just feather it outwards and just blend the two colors together a little bit more. Okay, the eyelids are done. I'm gonna go ahead and do my base makeup off camera, and I'll be back to finish up the eyes and lipstick. I do have several videos of me showing what I use to do my foundation, contour, blush, highlight, all of that stuff. I will leave one of those videos linked up here, so if you're curious about what I use for my base makeup, you can go watch that video, and I mention all the products in that. Base makeup is done. We're ready to finish out the underneath of my eyes. I'm just going in with that smaller fluffy brush that I used earlier, and I'm picking up my orange neon pigments, and I'm just going to press this underneath my eyes. In that video, I took the orange and I kind of made like a teardrop effect, so I blurred it all underneath my eyes and I made it come down a little bit more. Once I have that done, I go in with this super shimmery shade right here. It's like a beautiful orange color, and I just pack this on underneath my eyes, and then I kind of feather it down with that teardrop motion. It kind of looks like glittery tears or kind of like clown-esque. I just pack it on with my fingers and then kind of just bring it down. I'm gonna do my eyeliner now, and I'm using my NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is like one of my favorite eyeliners ever. I always like to create a wing first, and then I'll connect it and attach it inwards. So I like to draw the wings on both sides. And then I'll take the outer portion and connect it inwards and fill that in. And then I'll just adjust both sides back and forth to try and make them even. Eyeliner is done. We're gonna go ahead and put on our eyelashes, and I think this is like one of the most important things to have. These eyelashes just top everything off and make it look very Halloween themed. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on. While I'm waiting for my eyelashes to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and start applying my lipstick. I'm using Spoiled Lip Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Creep. It's black, but it also has some iridescent purple to it. It's such a beautiful shade. Okay, here is the finished makeup look. I love this one. It's so cute and such an amazing like Halloween makeup look, but it's not over exaggerative. Like, I really like to be festive, but not over the top. So this is like, oh, spooky Halloween time, but not like crazy gory or anything like that. Just like a very nice Halloween inspired
ritual. Can y'all see it? This vitamin is highly researched. It's non-GMO
look. You could also add like, you know, bats on your face, or like draw a little pumpkin or something like that to be even more festive. If you are using neon pigments or any pigments at all, throughout the day they tend to fall off the eyes, and sometimes you can get them on your eyelashes. So what I like to do is take a setting spray and just spray my face really good, and then also spray my eyes really good, and then just sit there and fan it for a minute, so that way the eyeshadow sticks to your eyelids and it's not going to fall on your lashes throughout the day. That's a good tip if you're using pigments to spray and set everything after you're done. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are excited that I did this makeup look for you. I love it. It's like one of my favorite spooky Halloween looks. Let me know if you want me to do more Halloween inspired looks like this. Like I said, I will leave a link to Makeup and Murder and Spoiled Lip Cosmetics in the description down below, along with my coupon codes in case you're interested in trying any of their products. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and until next time guys, stay weird. Hey guys, it's Aislinn. So today's video is a lot different. It's a hair dyeing video, but it's last minute. So tomorrow is New Year's Eve and I'm going out to a club with a whole bunch of friends, and I dyed a wig so that way I can wear the wig because obviously my rainbow hair is faded and it just doesn't look very nice, so I didn't want to wear my hair. So I tried on the rainbow wig and I really was hoping it would glow in the dark, and only the pink color on the wig was glowing in the dark. And so I was a little disappointed and I was like, you know what? I should just dye my hair. I want to freshen up my hair. I'm not gonna bleach my roots. I'm just gonna put like pastel shades just over these ones just to make them more neon and they glow in the dark. So I have pre-mixed up colors. I'm not gonna tell you what I pre-mixed up because I just grabbed a whole bunch of different stuff. Mainly Arctic Fox and Lunar Tides. Those were the only two dyes that I used. I wanted to make sure that these were gonna glow in the dark before I applied them to my hair. So I checked and they don't. Only like 1 or 2 colors glow in the dark. That's not okay. I wanted all 6 colors to glow in the dark. So then I'm thinking, how can I make this possible? And then I remembered all of my neon eyeshadow that glows in the dark. So what I'm gonna do is I have a whole bunch of leftover neon eyeshadow in the vials. I'm going to dump a lot of neon eyeshadow into each color and mix it around and see what that does. I don't know, it could turn it into like flour dough. I don't know what I'm doing. If you don't know what pigments I'm talking about, they are the Makeup and Murder neon eyeshadow pigments. I wear them on my eyes all the time. They all glow in the dark and are UV neon pigments. I have every color that I need to dye my hair rainbow. So it's gonna work out good. I'm gonna probably add the rest of these. I have like half a bottle of every color left. I'm gonna take you along and we're gonna try this together. Also, I don't know if putting these colors over colors that don't glow in the dark are gonna make a difference. I don't know, I'm just experimenting, and honestly anything is better than what I have now. It's not damaging, it's still conditioning, and I'm still giving my hair a break. So that's what we're gonna do. Let me go to my vlogging camera, I'll turn on the black light and show you guys what these colors look like right now before I add the pigments in, and then I'm gonna add the pigments in with the black light on so that way I can gauge how much they're glowing in the dark, if I need more pigment or less. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to my vlogging camera, and it's gonna be dark, and we're gonna go ahead and add pigment. So this is my hair currently. So I just wanna enhance these colors a little bit more and make them glow in the dark even more and be able to see defined colors. So I'm just gonna glaze over everything with like a light glaze. As you can see, I have neon pigments on my hand right now and they glow in the dark. Amazing. So here are the colors we have mixed up. This yellow is the only one that glows. This pink is the exact color that I dyed my wig with, so I know that it'll glow in the dark once it's on hair.
They're like glowing.
The purple doesn't really glow in the dark that much, but we're still gonna give it a wing. A wing and a whirl. So we got our pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. We're gonna add in the pigments.
Whoa. That looks crazy. It looks like lava in the camera.
I know, it looks so cool. All right.
Oh! That is crazy.
It's working so freaking well. Are you serious? That is working so good. Bro. I can't believe how good this is
crazy.
working.
It looks so good.
Okay, so there's the pink. Probably don't need to be adding this much. Oh my god. This is working. I'm curious to know once we turn the lights on if it affected the color at all.
Oh, Minecraft.
Yeah, you got a few things.
Nice. Oh, hey, Dad.
Hey guys.
Want to come to the...
Yeah.
If it changed the color or if it's still the same. I think this is orange, I'm pretty sure.
Well, do you want to look first?
No. Gotta trust yourself sometimes.
Wow, that looks like lava too in the camera.
Now we'll check after I did it. Yep, orange. Wait, let's check. Purple, blue. Okay, cool. Oh, it did change it a little bit. They're just more vibrant. I wonder if this is just gonna wash out once I wash my hair though. It's possible because they're not like meant to dye. And I also wonder what would have happened if I would have started with just conditioner as a base or just Arctic Mist diluter and then added the pigments in, if I would get color or if it would be gritty and it wouldn't be straight pigment. I'll have to try that some other time. We got green. Ooh, the purple kind of looks pinky. These are gonna be good. Oh my gosh, it just like amplified the colors. They're all still the same. They did get a little bit thicker. I don't know if you guys can tell. But it looks like the pigment blended in very well. I don't know if it'll just wash right out. This one got a lot brighter, look at that. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the main camera and we're gonna start dyeing my hair now. So I'm just gonna pull down sections as I go. For instance, I pinned this back. I'm gonna dye these pink and then let it down, pull out the next section, dye that, pin it back. I'm not gonna section beforehand. No, it hit my camera. My vlogging camera.
Here, give it to me and I'll clean it up. This is my opportunity to be in your video. Oh man.
Okay guys, I got everything up.
Hi, baby. That thing you're tasting, it's called skin. It's kind of weird. It's stretchy and sensitive and...
Applied. Here it is. It is extremely neon and it looks really good. I'm hoping that it stays and all the color doesn't just wash right out. So I'm gonna let this sit for a few hours because I really want it to soak into my hair. I'm gonna rinse it in ice cold water and hope that the color stays because this is amazing. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like in the black light and then I'm gonna let it process for a few hours and I will see you tomorrow to show you guys the finished look. All right guys, here it is in the black light. It looks so good and I really hope it stays like this or like a pastel version of this. Also, my hands are completely covered. All right guys, so I am back. It is the next day and here is how my hair turned out. I'll turn on the black light in a second and show you. When I was rinsing my hair, it was like all pigment coming out. So I don't think this works. It's also not very vibrant. It's more of like pastels, which is fine. I just wanted to like refresh the color. Let me go ahead and turn on the UV light and show you guys what my hair looks like. Okay guys, so here is my hair. I know, my eye makeup. Hello, welcome to my life. So here it is. It glows so good. Look at that. And now it matches my eyeshadow. Here's the side. Here's my hair. It looks really good. I'm excited. Okay, I'm on my vlogging camera. I just wanted to insert this clip and show you my hair when it's down because I feel like before in that clip I showed you, the way I had it styled, you couldn't really see all the colors very well. So here is what the colors look like. Now you can see like every color that's in there. So yeah, I just wanted to include that clip and show you the actual colors. Okay, bye. That is all for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little experiment. I thought it was a cool video idea. I'm so glad I recorded it. Now we know putting neon pigments in your hair color does not necessarily make your hair color neon. I'm pretty sure the only thing that stuck to my hair was the dye, and I also think it diluted the dye and my hair color would have been more pigmented if I wouldn't have put the pigments in there. So yeah, wouldn't recommend it. Didn't work. Makes cool eyeshadow though. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that will be in the description down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much. And until next time, guys, stay weird. Bye.
Amazon is the perfect platform for a lot of sellers. A lot of
Now for something completely different, I'm throwing on some Star Wars vibes.
Bright Suns, Ordinary Adventures. We are back here in Galaxy's Edge.
We're here on the edge of the galaxy to visit Droid Depot. As you may have seen, I built an R2 unit here a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and Kitra didn't get to build a droid. But
we are gonna build me a BB-8 style droid, and I'm so excited.
Yes, come with us on this adventure.
Let's go.
Are you sure you're gonna get a BB unit?
I am sure. I just don't know. I don't know what colors I'm gonna get, so this should be fun. Gosh, this is gonna be so hard. I didn't even know that they had this style of head, but look at this one. It was like lighting up a second ago. I kind of like this one. Oh no, this is so hard. Oh, see, it's lighting up now. A BB one.
Yeah. It's going to be 107.64. So then these are going to be the 4 parts you need to build your droid. I'm going to have you head over to the conveyor belt and pick out your pieces.
Okay. different options that I have these 3 different heads. The classic one, flat one, and then this one, which is a little bit different. And then I guess 3 different styles of the bodies as well. They're all round, but I'm already like overwhelmed. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but let's see what we got. Okay, I'm just gonna grab this because I need to have this, and this is the right one, I believe. So we got that out of the way. Now we got to pick out like the colors, which is stressing me out. Oh, which one should I do? I kind of like this one. Would this blend in well with the other droids we have at home, or would it just be too weird? I don't know.
No, I think it looks pretty cool.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it in here just as an option. I think I'm leaning between like these 2.
If you were gonna build a droid, what color would it be? Tell us in the comments below.
Coming in here today, I thought for sure I was gonna get like the classic round head, but I really like this one.
It works because of the black, I think. Black
You
and white.
think? Does it go with this one, or it goes better with the other one? Other one?
I think it goes better with the other one.
Like, part of me just wants to get the classic, like, orange and white one, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
It's too bad, like, you can't get a clear dome. I like clear domes.
I know. I wish there was a clear dome for it. Clear is where it's at. Or just, like... I like this little, like, eyeball on the top. Alright, you know what? I mean, that obviously goes together, but...
Yeah.
This one looks like a soccer ball.
It does.
This is really hard. I'm having trouble.
I like the white and black, or I like the purple.
This is really difficult.
It should be said, when we built our first droid, it was during the opening, and it was very busy here. And we were kind of rushed and pushed out. Now you get to have your time to pick and choose what kind of parts you want and build your droid, because it's not as busy.
What about this?
I like it.
What do you like better? Do you like this or this?
I feel like I like this one better, but I don't know.
With this head?
Yeah, I like that head.
Okay. You know what? You gotta just do it. You gotta decide, and I've decided, I think, on this one. This be so boring.
I like it, but yeah, it is a little boring.
This is the choices I've narrowed it down to. Either purple or black and white.
It's up to you.
We're doing purple. We're doing it. We're done.
We're done?
Yeah. Am I making the right choice?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
You built a droid before?
We built the R2 one, but not this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This one, well, it's a little different.
Okay.
But if you do have any questions, press that alert tech, and then one of us will be here to help you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. Step 1, you need this. Oh, okay, you have to get 2 of those. Looks like my only option are like, I'm gonna do 1 blue and 1 red, because I'm feeling crazy today.
With Bonsai, professional and legal contracts are easy. Start with one of our templates and fill out the questionnaire to
I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but these aren't like... Are you having issues too? Are we doing this wrong? I don't know how to get this in. I'm like on step 1.
No worries.
Oh, there we go. Got it. All right, what do we think? 1 blue, 1 red. We liking it so far?
I mean, that's going to be inside anyways. You're not going to see it.
Yeah. Step 2, put on the body. Did I get the right one? I don't know why I'm having so many doubts. I do like this one though. Purple is my favorite color.
And it should be noted that they did put both sides of the ball together, so it's not like you can have 1 half purple, 1 half red.
Wow, I did it.
Step 3 is put the antennas on.
Got it. Only 1 antenna, I think, with this guy. I love this head. Okay. Step number 4, and you connect it to the brain. Oh, you're supposed to screw it in, right?
Yep. Okay, so what you got to do is you got to line up these 2 holes with these 2 holes. I got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yay!
You want to do the rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter to the rescue. My hero.
I just want to say that's not easy to put together. I feel like a kid can't do it on his own, so you need an adult with you.
Number 5 is easy. Step number 5. You just gotta find where the magnet is and we did it. Alright, what do we think? You like him?
It looks good.
This is heavy too. This was kind of hard. Like the screwing of the screws, we had to have Peter do it because he's just way more handy than I am. But we got it done.
And I'm not even that handy.
Yeah, it was a joke. He's not really handy at all, but he helped us make our BB. So thank you, Peter.
Go ahead and press that button to activate.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Coming alive.
So be very careful because it rolls really fast.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you're right. Wow, this is hard to control. Okay, we're good.
So let me put them in the box for you, okay?
Not easy to control?
No. But I already know that I want to get a different personality chip for him. So we're going to have to get one.
Awesome. Great. You guys are all set. Taking care of our soil upgrade.
Thank you. Yay! We got him!
Flathead?
Yeah.
I like the name too. It's called
Flathead.
Flathead?
Yeah.
Flatty. Oh, he responds. He knows.
Oh, Flatty.
Ah.
His name is Flatty. Part of the reason why I went with purple is because I remember liking the purple personality chip the best. Listen to it real quick. That's his little voice. There's 6 different personality chips you could get after you make your droid, and they're $14.99 each. In case you wanted an upgrade from this cardboard box that they give you, they also have these backpacks. They're $50. And you could stick your little droid in there, and then he like sticks out of the top. And it looks like you get like patches and stuff to stick on it. And then I noticed there's like no accessories for the round ball droids, but there's all these accessories for the R2 ones. So no accessories for him, unfortunately.
What the heck, Disney? You have all these accessories for the R2 units, but no accessories for the BB units? By the way, we are in Galaxy's Edge, so that means only one thing.
Black Kyber Crystal challenge time. Let's go do it.
For those of you who don't know, there is a mystery Kyber crystal hidden within the red Kyber crystal tubes. We did a whole video of it. We'll link it in the video.
This past year has brought us close. The right gift brings us closer. Get an extra 20% off something special for the one you
above. But I'm in search of the black Kyber crystal. We don't know how often you can find it, but we know that it is rare. So this can be my 6th purchase. So let's see if I get lucky. I'm trying to buy a black Kyber crystal.
A black Kyber crystal?
A red, black, red.
I can give you a red one and hope that you'll get a black one.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Just one?
Yes. Oh, you can buy more than one.
Yeah, you can.
Wow.
Stock has limited restrictions.
So that's new. You can actually buy multiple Kyber crystals. Before, when this place first opened, you could only buy one of each color.
May the force be with you.
Thank you. And also with you.
Thank you.
No.
Oh.
Still got the red. 6 down. 500 to go? I don't know. I'm beginning to think that I'm not going to find one of these, but fingers crossed, maybe next time.
We were just inside Doc Ondor's finding Peter's red Kyber crystal, and I overheard a family talking about how they didn't want to buy anything in there because there was no Mickey stuff. There was only alien stuff in there. So they did not buy anything because there was no Mickey stuff in there.
What? Yeah? You want to look good? Yeah. Okay, you had your fun. Sorry about that.
As Galaxy's Edge is a new land, it's always interesting to keep abreast of all the new changes and additions. And over at the middle entrance to Batuu, they've added a cart with all sorts of little knickknacks from around Black Spire Outpost that you can now purchase on your way in or out of a galaxy far, far away.
So it's basically all the same stuff you can get at the marketplace.
So just on busier days, it's over here?
Yeah. It's like all of our popular items like the dies, the champs cubes, the keychain, the love cats, and the ports.
One other update I wanted to give to you guys is at Docking Bay 7, they've changed the name of all the food. They've made it easier for people from off-world, people from Earth to understand the names. Not that they took away the themes. The themes are still there, but now you can find out that something's fried chicken or pork.
So it's later on in the evening, and we're finally home, and I wanted to try out my new droid because we really didn't get to try him out that much when we were inside the park. And I ended up getting the purple personality chip. He's a smuggler. I basically chose purple to match, and also because I like the way this one sounded. So let's put it in and see what he's like rolling around the house. You have to unscrew the body, and then the personality chip is right inside. You have to remove his little part. Slides right in. You just gotta turn this bad boy on. The only downfall to this is the on and off switch is inside the body, so you have to unscrew it every time you want to turn it on and off. Whoa. Okay, he's ready. All right, the moment of truth. Okay.
You like this? Do you like his voice?
Yeah. That's the noise that I like.
Yeah.
That's why I picked it. is, I don't know what any of these buttons mean. I mean, they all have arrows and stuff, but like I don't. Okay. It's kind of loud.
Well, it's also on the table, so maybe. Ooh. He goes rocking back and forth. See, that's why I didn't buy a BB unit when I built a droid. I actually wanted a BB unit, but it looked like it was going to be hard to control. So I'm very curious to see how easy it is to control, because it looks like he's a little wobbly to me.
I really love him. I think I did good.
Okay, let's try him on the floor with the dog.
This is the true test. Pixel and Gizmo. Let's see if they're scared of him or not. I don't remember them being very scared of our R2 unit, so we'll see. Oh God.
Oh no, his head fell off. People are seeing your How to Train Your Dragon slippers.
Yeah, I dressed up real nice for this video. You're welcome. Oh no, wrong way. Oh no! Oh my God! What the heck, Gizmo? Are you not impressed?
Gizmo and Pixel both are very interested. It's like rocking back and forth way too much.
Realistically, I don't know how often I'm going to be like controlling this around the house.
Yeah.
He's more of a display piece that has a cute little voice.
He's really wobbly and hard to control.
He has scratches all over him just from playing with him this one time, so I'm kind of like annoyed. He's very, very hard to control, and it's been very frustrating.
Okay, so final thoughts on the BB unit droid.
I love him a lot. I love the colors. I love his little head. He's really fun, but I will say I think I like the R2 better, like if you're going to choose between the two, just because this is very hard to control. And he's already got a bunch of scratches on him just from like playing with him this one time. But besides that, I love him. No regrets. He's the best.
Although I'll say that I think the scratches give him character. Like I even painted on some scratches onto my R2 droid because I think like the wear and tear is what makes those R2s look like they're in the fully realized real world.
That is true.
Yeah, I also, I think I would recommend the R2 unit. Even the Sphero droids, the ones that were $150, like weren't that easy to control. I just think the design that J.J. Abrams came up with is probably not the best practical design for a droid.
It's gonna take practice, that's all. It was my first time trying, so I'm just gonna have at it and see if I could get better.
You know what? Most of the time it's gonna be on our shelf next to our R2 and next to our
all
DJ
the time
racks.
It's gonna be on our shelf.
So it looks cute on the shelf. If you want to see more of our stuff, including us going to build this R2 unit, the video is above. If you want to follow our other adventures, what should they do?
You should subscribe to our channel. That way you won't miss a single thing.
Beep bop, boop. We'll see you on the next beep bop adventure.
Whoa, you can talk.
Got my mic on again. Got family stuff going on and talking and whatnot in the background, so I'm catching my moments to speak on the mic. Sending out that love. I'm gonna look at my phone because I forgot to move my TV a little bit further away and it's hard for me to see. The guy's face. Which one on the show? If it's on the last show I was watching, they really grew on me. Got a spot in my heart. They're really good. Ordinary Adventures. Is there anything you like to watch? I was just trying to think of what I could play on YouTube. And, I can totally find something, but I was thinking if you have any input on anything you'd prefer. Watch more of AK Aislinn doing hair, or we could watch, trying to think. We've got a group on Facebook called Just Star Wars Memes that's got close to 25,000 members, and then a group on Facebook called Just Marvel Memes that's got 25,000 members. So I could play something Marvel or Star Wars or anything. I mean, as long as it's, you know, Twitch friendly. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I know songs they'll mute later for replay and all that. There's a... I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic, and then I'll find something.
Hey guys!
Gonna play a video with Laura Prepon. She's Donna from That 70s Show, Hot Donna. I like watching her cooking videos that she does now.
I hope this video finds you safe and well. So this is a really easy recipe, super versatile. I make it whenever I want to kind of change up things on my dinner plate, make it a little more fun. It's great for dinner, it's great for lunch. Stuffed peppers. I actually use a lot of my prepped ingredients when I'm making it, and it's super easy. You just pack the pepper, bake it. It's awesome. And you can do a bunch of different things with it. So this is a really simple recipe, and then from here you can, build on it. So yay, I'm really excited to show you guys. So here we go. So let's get started. We need red bell peppers. This is some chopped onion, homemade broth. You guys know I always have broth in my fridge. Organic prepped brown rice, butter, olive oil, some Bragg's. My oven is preheating to 400. I have my pan here lined with parchment paper ready to go. I use parchment paper all the time for so many things that I'm baking. And let's do it. First thing we need to do is cut the top off. So you want to have the knife at a little bit of an angle, because ultimately, much like carving a pumpkin, this at the end is going to be sitting on top. So if you cut straight down, it might drop in. You want to kind of give a little bit of an angle. So the whole point now is just to get all of the seeds out. So you want to keep the pepper intact, but you want to get the seeds. So when you just reach in there with your hands, you want to just get all the seeds out so it's nice and clean in there. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Just get in there. Great. See, that one's ready. And we're going to do the next one. Angle, be careful. You want to have a good grip on your pepper. Great. You want to pull all those seeds out. actually really easy to just reach in and get all the seeds out. Great, look at that. That was easy. That was an easy one. Okay, so now let's slice this off because this is gonna ultimately end up being on top, just like, again, like with a pumpkin. So you want it to be nice and clean because I always eat this. After I cook them, I always eat it. Great. Let's go to the next step. Okay, so I just threw the onion in with some olive oil and butter, which is my base for cooking a lot of stuff. And back here, I already showed you guys this recipe in a different video. I'm making my garlic broccoli. So we're gonna get this onion cooking for about 5 minutes until it turns translucent and a little sweet. Then we're gonna add the rice, the broth, a little bit of brag, stir it up. Okay, so you want the onion to cook till it's translucent, but not till they're browned. So that's something that's really important. Once they get translucent, they can turn brown quickly, and you don't want that. So now I'm gonna add the rice, chicken broth, a little bit of brags. So this is something that I do quite a bit to revive my brown rice. I always love to use short grain brown rice. I love the consistency of it, and I'm just used to using it a lot. It's great to have prepped in your fridge. It holds up really well, and it's really easy to just kind of wake up and revive again. So by adding this onion, a little bit of chicken broth, a little bit of brags, it just kind of like refluffs it, and it saves me at least 45 minutes of cooking time because it takes 45 minutes to cook after you get it boiling. So this is just a huge time saver to have this prepped. And I'm all about saving all of us time while still having awesome, nutritious food. So I'm gonna let this heat up and perk up, and then we're gonna fill our beautiful peppers. So check this out. It is so easy and awesome. So we just revived our beautiful brown rice. And now we're just gonna stuff our peppers. So you could fill it to the top or not. I'm just gonna see if this fills all these up to the top. And also when you think about it, that's like a nice serving for a person. But what I'll do is I'll kind of fill all of them about 3/4 of the way and see how much I have left. But I think this is gonna be perfect amount. And you don't have to heat up the rice for crazy long because, you know, keep in mind, it's gonna be in the oven for 20 minutes. So this is gonna be the perfect amount to fill these beautifully. I love these. It's such a great alternative for using prepped rice that's different, that's fun, it's pretty to look at, it's fun to eat. So we love that. And I just kind of pack it in lightly, not crazy. Look at how pretty. If you have some herbs, you can also, you know, mix in some parsley or whatever herbs you like. I am just trying to get dinner on the table, so this is like my basic recipe that I'm showing you guys. So now we're gonna throw this in the oven at 400. My oven's all preheated for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, they should be ready. The peppers should be cooked through and it should be perfect. Yay. Okay, the timer just went off. Whoa, these look awesome. Hang on, get a good grip. Yay, those look so pretty. The pepper is totally cooked through. That's gonna be super yummy. I'll just cap it like that. And if you want, you can add a little bit of butter on the top, or it's perfect to just eat just like that. Okay, dinner is served. Look at this cute side. I love stuffed peppers. And there's so many fun fillings you can do, but this is just the basic one. Super easy, super quick. Yay, dinner served. I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you know when I put up another one, and I'll see you guys soon.
walk 500 miles an hour.
Hey.
Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you and welcome back. And happy New Year. Today, I'm going to be making everything mochi. Mochi. I think when a lot of people think of mochi, they think of ice cream, the kind of sticky rice cake with ice cream in the middle. Well, technically mochi is just the rice cake itself. Mochi is made from glutinous rice or sweet rice that has been steamed and cooked, and traditionally it is pounded, very laboriously pounded in a wooden kind of mortar and with these great big wooden mallets. And traditionally, this is served or eaten and made during New Year in Japan. I myself have never made it before. I have seen it made. It is intense and beautiful and rhythmic and just a really cool thing to watch and to see made. And I'm not going to be making it that way. I am actually going to be using this beautiful mochi maker that I purchased, and super excited about this. I didn't even know they had these machines until relatively recently, and with the new year coming up, I am going to be using and christening this machine. So I'm certainly no expert when it comes to things Japanese. I only lived there for a couple years and only spent a couple New Years there, but it is a beautiful time of year. There's a lot of hustle and bustle right before the new year. People are cleaning their homes and preparing food for New Year, because during New Year's, everyone rests, everyone stays at home, there's no cooking, everyone just kind of chills out. So there's a lot of food preparation that happens beforehand. It's called osechi yori, and these are the dishes and foods that are served and eaten during New Year's, so you don't have to cook. Lots of different things, including mochi. So mochi is basically pounded, kneaded, sweet rice that has this glorious, chewy and bouncy and stretchy texture to it. It can be served both sweet and savory. And here is an example of the rice that you use to make mochi. This is mochi gome. Each individual grain of rice, it's much rounder, it's more opaque in color. And when cooked, it has a glorious, sticky texture. So for the batch that I'm making today, I used the included cup and I measured 5 cups of that into a bowl, washed it thoroughly, rinsed it and rinsed it and rinsed it until the water ran clear. And then I put about 2 inches of clean filtered water on top and let that rest for at least 6 hours up to overnight. It's really important for the grains of rice to get rehydrated so you get that really great chewy texture. Incidentally, the rice I'll be using today comes from Koto Farms. It's grown in California. It's a family-run business that's been in business since 1928. I believe they're 3rd generation farmers. The Koto family have been through a lot. In the 1940s, they had a thriving rice business, but then because of World War II, the entire family was interned and everything was wiped out from their business. Everything. Once the war was over, the family was able to rebuild the business and have continued to do so to this very day. So, great story. Beautiful rice. Here is my beautiful mochi maker. You need a very powerful chuchi machine to knead this rice because it is so sticky. So this machine has a lot of torque, made by Tiger. It's made in Japan. I love these very kind of analog buttons. And from what I've heard from many of my lovelies who own this machine, it should last me quite a long time. Here's a lid, which we can also use as a tray. Operating instructions. They include a rolling pin for rolling the mochi. This is the blade we'll be using today for kneading the rice. This is a steamer tray for steaming other things if I want to make other things besides mochi. Here is the measuring cup. It's important to use this specific cup and not a standard measuring cup when it comes to measuring the rice. They include another blade, which is pretty cool, and this is for making miso. But unfortunately, it does not include any instructions on how to make miso. So if you have any instructions, please send them my way because I would love to make my own miso. Would love to. And it also includes this kneading basket. Now we're going to add 2 measuring cups of water.
Your voices are really high.
Water for the amount of rice that I have soaked. 2. Now we're going to place this back. Make sure it's set in there. Here is my rice that I've been soaking, and after I've soaked it for several hours, I drained it for a half an hour to remove any excess water. Now we're going to put this into the hopper. Oh crap. You need this. Got a little too excited and I forgot the blade. Put your blade on first. Okay, now put your rice spoon. Even at the top, we are just gonna push the steam button. And this will steam our rice, and when it's done, there'll be a buzzer, and then we'll be ready to pound this. So yesterday I made a batch of mochi using this machine. I did 7 cups because I wanted to make a version of mochi that I really, really love. It's called kiri mochi. Kiri mochi is a firm version of mochi that you can store for quite a while. You can purchase it in this form, like this, and it comes in blocks, and it's very, very hard. It almost looks like an eraser. Perfectly rectangular, smooth. Doesn't smell like much of anything, but this stuff is magical. This is scored already, so you can snap it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And you can break it up into 4 pieces, and then you take this and you can toast it. You can watch these puff up beautifully. It's like magic. I just love watching them. Each time I cook mochi, I watch this happen because it's just so much fun. The water that's inside of the mochi starts to heat up and steam and expand, and because the mochi is made of glutinous rice, it has a really great sticky, stretchy consistency. So it puffs up and contains that heated steam and just inflates like a beautiful balloon, which is great because that then toasts up, so you get this kind of crunchy exterior. Inside you've got this really stretchy, gooey, chewy interior. Fantastic. So I wanted to make my own homemade version of kiri mochi, which I've never done. I did the same steps I just showed you right now, but I cooked 7 cups because I wanted a little extra because we love kiri mochi so much. So after the mochi was pounded, I divided the dough into 2 plastic bags. I saw this technique on a YouTube video. I'll put a link down below. And then I used included rolling pin to roll it out into about a little less than 1/2 inch. I cut tiny holes into the corners so it would allow the mochi to kind of push into the corners, and then I refrigerated it. And listen to this. It's just completely firm, completely rock hard solid, which is exactly what we want because now we're going to cut this. So there is the mochi. Now we're just going to peel this away from the plastic, and we've got these kind of like eraser pucks. And then we're going to toast these at 400 degrees until they puff up beautifully. Then we know that they're nice and hot inside, and then we're gonna gobble them up. Okay, my lovelies, my homemade kiri mochi has come out of the oven and it looks great. Traditionally, this is served with soy sauce or shoyu. I like to use tsuyu, which is just soup base. This is great concentrated soup base that you can use to make dipping sauces for all kinds of noodles. You can use it to make somen, you can use it to make udon. Great handy stuff to have around. I love it with my mochi. Put a little bit into my dish. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that great? So this side is nice and sticky, and this side has puffed up beautifully. Dip it into the dipping sauce, and then wrap it in the seaweed, and then itadakimasu. So good. So chewy and stretchy. It's almost like a taffy in your mouth. The tsu is salty yet sweet and full of umami. And then you've got the crunch and the briny flavors of the seaweed. And then the mochi also has a crispness to it as well. So good. Let me show you how stretchy the mochi is. Look at that. See how stretchy and gooey it is? So great. And when you have mochi by itself, it just tastes like rice. It's very, very plain. In my opinion, the homemade version is superior than the store-bought. It has a chewy or stretchier texture. When the rice is done, we're going to pound the fresh mochi, and then I'll show you how you can make little mochi cakes filled with bean paste, or you can have it covered with kinoko powder. So I'll come back in a little bit and show you how to do that. I guess I'm back. I guess it's finished, so no need to come back. Oh my God. What timing, comic timing. Thank you, Tiger Machine. That was hilarious. Okay.
Your mission: stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis and take it on with
Back to work. So now we're going to push the last button, which is the pound button, and it's going to turn that blade down below and make this into a really great dough. Isn't that great? Look at that. Isn't that marvelous? I would say 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how big your batch is. You want this to be a nice, smooth, homogeneous ball of dough. I think we're about ready to shape this. You can use potato starch. I'm out of potato starch, so I'm using cornstarch. So I've got some uncle paste, which is just azuki beans that have been sweetened with sugar and have been mashed. This is a traditional filling for mochi. So this is very convenient because it comes pre-cooked and sweetened for me, and it's in a tin. There we go. Make sure to get our blade out of there. We can just use our hand and squeeze it and make a little ball of mochi. Tie it off. Plain rice ball. This can be served in soups, it can be eaten plain, it can be had with soy sauce. So we can take it and stretch it and then just fill it with some of our bean. Stretch it to cover and then pinch to seal. Roll it in your palm. How sweet is that? I should also mention that eating pounded sticky rice is not unique to Japan. It can also be found in China or in Southeast Asia, where it is also eaten and enjoyed for its beautiful texture and its ability to take on such wonderful flavors. Alrighty, let's go ahead and give one of these a taste while it's still warm. Alrighty, Happy New Year to you all. Mmm. It's just so wonderfully chewy and stretchy and bouncy, and then you've got the lightly sweetened uncle paste in there. It's absolutely delicious. Alrighty, my lovelies, there you have it. That's how you make homemade mochi. I had a lot of help with this machine. I'm so grateful for that machine, and I'm so grateful for you. Thank you all so much for being beautiful lovelies, for allowing me to make videos, to do this for a living. I am just so ever so grateful, and here's to wishing you a great and wonderful 2021. Alrighty, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye.
Today we have the
Cacio e pepe, but made with gnocchi. Cacio e pepe, literally translated, means cheese with pepper. It's one of the most delicious of all Italian pasta creations. And we're making it today not with spaghetti, not with linguine or fettuccine or anything like that. We're making it with gnocchi. This literally goes together in about 10 minutes. You want to eat well, you don't want it to take forever. This is the answer. And honestly, we were looking for something easy because we shot earlier today with Jordan Jones, musician, Instagrammer, TikToker, YouTuber, all-around amazing, fun person. And we did, what were they called?
Cinnamon roll pancakes.
Cinnamon swirl pancakes.
Cinnamon roll pancakes.
Cinnamon swirl pancakes.
I know, you did that in the video.
What did I do?
You said cinnamon swirl.
They are cinnamon swirl.
They were cinnamon roll pancakes.
They're cinnamon swirl. Don't listen to him. He's not in front of the camera. They were cinnamon roll swirl pancakes. It's exactly what I said. Okay, but let's get going because we don't have a lot of time to waste. We actually do, but there's gardeners around. There's kids playing basketball over there. This is the... This is the downside with shooting in a neighborhood outside. Oh, we could have a studio set, but it wouldn't be nearly as fun because when the gardeners rev up, Max gets really pissed, and Chance and I love that. Don't we, Chance?
We love it.
Attaboy, see? On board. Switzerland came over to my country this time. Finally. We're going to begin with some pancetta that may not be typical of cacio e pepe. Well, actually, now there's the gnocchi part, but it'll make it so much better. Or as they say in Italy, so much better, you know? This is pancetta. It is cured pork belly, and this is a way too freaking hot pan. Holy mother of God. So I'll lift it up. This is going to give us that nice, fatty, porky flavor that we're going to love. But I really can't have it this hot, so I'm going to have to hold it off. What we're going to do is we want to cook this till it gets crispy and renders out its fat, and then we'll take it out. And then, honestly, we're a few minutes away. And when it's gorgeous and crispy like this, we'll move all our pancetta into one side and spoon it out with a slotted spoon. Take the pan off the heat and move on to the cacio e pepe part. So you can use Parmesan, you can use Pecorino Romano. I'm a Parmesan fan. I'm honestly not a huge Pecorino Romano fan, and that to some people will be a freaking sin for this. Cooking is make it the way you like it, isn't it? If you don't want to add something, don't add something. Add something else. I do that stuff all the time. I need 4 ounces of this grated, which is, you know, not an insignificant task. So I'm going to throw it in my bullet and do the thing, and it'll be happen like that. So I'll cut half of this. So giving a rough calculation down the middle, I'll go like this. Beautiful. And I'll take this, stick a couple rough chops. I'll throw this in, slam the lid, and see what we can do. More.
Do you think it worked?
I think it worked. Let's give it a little more. Beautiful. This is going to be perfect. All right. So we'll take it out. Nice. This is going to be perfect. Beautiful. Now for the pepe part, the pepper. So for pepper, we want to fresh grind it, if at all possible, and we need about a teaspoon. I mean, it's not called cacio e pepe because you use a hint of it.
Which a teaspoon would be.
No.
You said teaspoon.
No, I'm saying...
You said we need a teaspoon of pepper.
Right, which we do.
I think we need a little more than a teaspoon.
What do you mean?
Okay, a teaspoon is like this much. Are you trying to say tablespoon?
No, I'm trying to say like a teaspoon.
That's a teaspoon?
Pretty close.
I'm 1,000% positive that's not a teaspoon, and a teaspoon of pepper would not be very peppery, but I'll trust you.
Just about a teaspoon.
All right, let's try it.
Get the thing, all right.
With Bonsai, professional and legal contracts are easy. Start with...
Max doesn't believe me.
And cram it all in there.
Come on, look at that.
Okay, fine.
It's pretty close to a teaspoon. This is what I need. So you think this is a decent amount or not a decent amount?
That seems like a very little amount to me.
No, look at fresh ground pepper makes a difference. It's got that good bite to it. This is what we want. This is what we're using. These are potato gnocchi. They're shelf stable. They live in a package like this on the supermarket shelf. You should always have 1 or 2 of them in your pantry. The best part, they cook in about 2 minutes. We're going to do that now. So in they go to what I would say is, aggressively salted boiling water. And like any pasta, and I always say this, you got to give it a stir when they go in. The beautiful part about the gnocchi is that they tell you when they're ready by floating to the top. 2 minutes, they'll be ready. We'll take them out. And then we're about 3 minutes away from being done.
That's what she said.
Actually, that's probably what she said. She may have said, and then in 1 minute we'll be done. So this is not the time to go anywhere. This is the time simply to hang back and watch. Don't look at me like that. What are you looking at me for? Stop looking at me. I measured a teaspoon. I measured a teaspoon. Hey, get ready, because they're going to start to float.
Technical, you didn't.
I did. Get ready. They're going to start to float. You want to see the first one coming up, and he's about to. I'm sensing them almost coming. Get ready, little guys. That watch clock never boils. Watch gnocchi doesn't float to the top, you know. There you go. There's our first guy. And his friends are coming. Here comes Neil, Susan. Yeah, there you guys are. Who else is going to come? Evelyn, Peter, John, Lauritius, Aloysius. Oh, I can't do this. Name all these.
Lauritius and Aloysius.
I don't know. They're cousins from Romania. I have no idea. It's amazing. They've got like little self-timers inside. Oh, I'm ready. I'll float up now. What I don't get, if they all have that built-in timer, why don't they all just float to the top at the exact same time? But because we're going to be finishing them in the pan with a little more heat, as they float up, we'll take them out, we'll let them drip a bit, we'll put them in a bowl, we'll snag up the rest, and we'll move on. I see a couple of stubborn kids down on the bottom. Hey, you two lovebirds. Oh,
Come on,
3 of them.
Lucius.
Come on, these guys stuck together, that's the problem. I'll break them up myself. Now, don't move that camera, please, because we're going to need roughly a cup of this pasta water that we'll now get, like that. Set it off to the side. We can get rid of the pot, and we can bring the pan with the pancetta fat in it back onto the heat and start it warming. Get rid of this water, and when this starts to warm itself, thin out a bit, like this. So what I like to do is I'm going to add a little bit of butter, maybe a tablespoon. Let that melt in with that pancetta fat. This combination is absolutely tremendous. And then I want to toast the pepper bit. So we'll scatter this over the top. Let it do its thing here. Really emphasize that pepperiness of the whole thing. It gets, I don't know, maybe a minute or so. Lovely. This makes me happy. Just this part makes me happy. I know different people have different ways of getting to the end point of cacio e pepe. This is how I like to do it right now. I've actually done it differently, but this makes me feel good about all this. Now we're going to take our gnocchi and drop them back in. And by dropping, I mean carefully place them so they don't splatter on Max and his camera and lens, and I'll piss him off. In we go. At this point, we sort of want to toast the gnocchi a little bit. Let the butter and the fat from the pancetta work its magic. Start to get a little bit of color on the outside of these guys. Oh, fabuloso, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fabuloso. But you can see, literally in the time it takes you to make regular dry pasta, you can have this pretty much done. So give this a couple minutes in here. You want to be turning them. You want to be giving them a little love so all the sides get covered. All right. At this point now I like to come in with the cheese. Now I like to come back in with the pancetta that we've taken out. That's all gorgeous and crispy. Unbelievable. These guys get a quick toss. Next, let's put about a third of the cheese in and start to mix. A little bit more. Fabulous. And just as it starts to get cheesy, gooey, runny, let's bring some pasta water back to the party. Remember, there's still cheese lurking out there waiting to come in. That will now, and now this cheese in here is going to melt with this water. Oh gosh. More cheese, more cheese, more cheese. Bring on the cheese. Hey! Oh, look at it. It's making its own little sauce. It's a gorgeous. It'll bubble a bit. And now this gorgeously creamy sauce is where I want it. We're going to come off, get into a bowl, and get ready to have some. And we're in. Look at what we've done here. Oh my, heavens. Heavens. And let's give it just a couple things, shall we? A little bit more parm. Because we absolutely should and can. A little more pepper, which never hurt. And a little of this. Boom. Oh, man. Goodness gracious. Look at that. Like 0 to everything in about 10 minutes. Some fresh sourdough bread. A little French bread. All right, so what's the goal here? The goal is that. The goal is cheesy, melty, beauteous. And a bite. That's the goal, really. Okay, fine, I want another one. That's the bite right there. You get the pepper and the cheese right away. I'm sorry, you get the pepe and the cacio right away. Perfect amount of pepper. Max. Holy S. 10 minutes? Start to finito? Oh yeah. Make this. And if there wasn't, and if you didn't have pancetta, what could you use? Chance.
Bacon?
Bacon, exactly. You know what I should have done? I should have thrown the pancetta on after. Kept the crispiness. I'm a fool. But it's delicious no matter what. Thank you for being here. Ready? I got him.
Nice. And you look great doing it at the same time.
Like Mr. Miyagi. Hey, it's Monday. If you're watching this on a Monday. So have a good week. Make something good. Don't eat shitty food. Thanks, everybody. Check below. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell.
That was Sam, the cooking guy, on YouTube. Are you still with us, Max? I was thinking about taking a break. Starting to feel fatigue, and I gotta give my heart some love. Listen to my body and all that. So I think I'm gonna take a break and try to come back soon. Either tonight or later in the day. Sending out a love blast. Good, 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 good vibrations. I love you all so much. I'll try to come back soon and make this a regular thing. And I was looking at my achievements in Twitch, and it looks like I'm getting closer to the path of affiliate pretty quickly too. And I have a lot more to give. I just have been waiting for it to align with my reality because I have so much love to give. Anyways, I have lots and lots of ideas and fun content to bring. But for now, since I've been in winter hibernation healing mode, I'm doing these chill streams. I love you all so much. Mwah.